Tonight, I want you to imagine this. You take a simple, soothing sip before bed. And while you sleep, your eyes get what they've been quietly asking for all day: moisture, nutrients, and a break from the oxidative stress of screens and sunlight. Not a miracle, not a cure, and definitely not a substitute for your eye doctor. But there are gentle nighttime drinks that support your body's natural repair work, especially in the retina, cornea, and the tiny vessels that keep everything nourished. I'll walk you through 8 options that are practical, affordable, and rooted in what we know about antioxidants, circulation, sleep quality, and eye comfort as we age. None of this is about false promises or dramatic reversals. It's about giving your eyes better ingredients for the work they already do at night. Somewhere in these 8, you'll find one that fits your routine and your taste. And yes, one of them has a fascinating track record for night vision and sleep support. Stay with me. I'll show you how to prepare each drink the right way, where the benefits come from, and how to rotate them for steady gains without overwhelm. A quick foundation, because it matters. Your eyes are small, high-energy organs. They use a lot of oxygen and produce free radicals in the process. During sleep, your system clears waste, calms inflammation, and repairs cell membranes. Hydration helps your tear film. Carotenoids like lutein and zeaxanthin concentrate in the macula. Anthocyanins support microcirculation. Omega-3 fats help the oily layer of your tears. And melatonin, a sleep hormone, coordinates nightly housekeeping. These drinks are designed to pair with that biology, more like a thoughtful recipe for a kitchen already cooking than a magic supplement. I'll note safety tips and common medication interactions as we go, because your health history matters. If you have diabetes, glaucoma, macular degeneration, or you're on blood thinners, you'll hear me say, check with your clinician at key points. Fair? Let's start with a calm, classic bedtime cup that many of my older patients already enjoy, just with a smarter twist, so your eyes benefit too. Green tea with a spoon of raw honey is a gentle way to settle the evening while giving your eyes a helpful antioxidant nudge. Green tea is rich in catechins, which help counter oxidative stress, the same stress that can make the tear film unstable and the lens proteins vulnerable over time. Honey adds polyphenols and a soothing texture that many people with dry, irritated eyes appreciate before lights out. Here's how to make it work for your eyes. Use warm water that's hot but not boiling. If it's screaming hot, you'll flatten the delicate compounds. Steep 2 to 3 minutes, then let it cool a touch before stirring in a teaspoon of raw, unprocessed honey so the enzymes and plant compounds stay intact. Sip it 30 to 60 minutes before bed, ideally after you've finished dinner and meds. If you monitor blood sugar, scale honey down or skip it. Flavor with a slice of lemon instead. Think of this as a nightly rinse for stress chemistry. It won't melt cataracts or replace prescription drops, but many seniors report fewer gritty eye mornings and an easier time with night reading after a few consistent weeks. Now to a deep purple powerhouse, a bilberry and blueberry smoothie. The pigments that make these berries so vivid, anthocyanins, support the tiniest capillaries that feed the retina. Better vessel tone can mean better delivery of oxygen and nutrients where you need them most. Add the phytonutrient pterostilbene from blueberries, and you've got a smart evening blend that supports both circulation and antioxidant defenses. Keep it light so you're not going to bed with a heavy stomach. A half cup frozen blueberries, a quarter cup bilberries if you can find them, 4 to 6 ounces of unsweetened almond milk, and a teaspoon of ground flaxseed for omega-3s. Blend briefly and drink fresh. The color compounds are a little fussy and don't love air and time. Tip: skip cow's milk here. It can bind some berry antioxidants. If reflux bothers you at night, try it earlier in the evening or reduce the volume. What should you notice first? Often it's contrast comfort. White text on a gray screen or dark-on-dark objects may seem a touch easier. The deeper vascular benefits build slowly, the way a garden improves with steady watering. Carrots earned their reputation for a reason. Beta-carotene is a vitamin A precursor, and vitamin A is essential for low-light vision and a healthy ocular surface. Pair that orange glow with fresh ginger's warming compounds, and you add digestive support and a complementary antioxidant profile. If you like juice, try this. Juice 3 to 4 medium carrots with a thumb of ginger. If you don't have a juicer, grate the carrots and ginger. Simmer gently in a little water for 10 minutes, then strain. Stir in a teaspoon of a healthy fat, extra virgin olive oil, a little coconut oil, or even a dollop of plain yogurt, because fat helps you absorb carotenoids. Sip it at least 30 minutes before bed. A few cautions. If you already take high-dose vitamin A, talk to your clinician before adding concentrated sources. You don't want to overdo fat-soluble vitamins. And if raw ginger bothers your stomach, reduce the amount or switch to a pinch of powdered ginger, which is gentler. Expect improvements in eye comfort and adaptation from bright to dim over time, not overnight. Consistency is the quiet hero here. From the high plateaus to your mug. Goji berry tea. Goji berries naturally contain zeaxanthin, a carotenoid that collects in the macula, the spot on your retina responsible for detail and color. They also carry polysaccharides that have been studied for cell resilience. Here's an easy prep that respects those nutrients. Rinse 2 tablespoons of dried goji berries, then steep them in hot water that's just off the boil for 10 to 15 minutes. Add a squeeze of lemon for a touch of vitamin C, which can aid carotenoid availability, and drink the tea warm. Don't throw away the berries. Eat them soft from the cup. They're mildly sweet and add fiber. If you're on blood sugar-lowering medications or warfarin, check with your pharmacist or clinician first, because goji can interact with some drugs. People often describe a freshness to colors and less end-of-day eye fatigue with regular use. Will this stop advanced disease on its own? No. But as part of a broader plan, balanced diet, sun protection, routine eye exams, it's a helpful nightly habit for many. Golden milk, the comforting turmeric-based drink, earns a place on this list for 2 reasons: its support for a healthy inflammatory response and its synergy with sleep. Curcumin, turmeric's bright yellow compound, has been widely studied for inflammation pathways that also affect ocular tissues. To get curcumin where it can be used, give it friends, black pepper, and a fat. Warm 8 ounces of unsweetened coconut or almond milk. Whisk in a teaspoon of turmeric powder, a pinch of black pepper, a dash of cinnamon for sweetness, and, if you tolerate heat, a tiny pinch of cayenne to nudge circulation. Sweeten lightly with honey after you take it off heat, or go without if you're managing blood sugar. Sip slowly and feel your shoulders drop. Important safety notes. Turmeric may interact with blood thinners and can aggravate gallbladder issues. If that's you, get a green light from your clinician first. Over a few weeks, many people report calmer, less irritated eyes and smoother mornings. Even more valuable, you might find your sleep deeper, which is when your eyes do their most important repair work. Saffron water is delicate, fragrant, and surprisingly potent for such a tiny pinch. Saffron threads contain crocin and quercetin, carotenoid compounds studied for support of retinal function and sensitivity, to contrast in some adults with age-related changes. You don't need much. Take 4 to 6 high-quality threads, soak them in a few ounces of room-temperature water for a couple of hours, then top up with warm water and sip in the evening. The slow soak coaxes out color and flavor without scorching, and the warm finish makes it cozy. Please don't megadose. More is not better, and high amounts of saffron can be unsafe. Stick with a culinary pinch. If you're pregnant, trying to conceive, or have specific medication concerns, talk with your doctor first. What might you notice? A soft lift in visual comfort under dim lighting and less eye strain with detailed tasks. And if all you take away is a soothing ritual that primes your mind for sleep, your eyes will thank you for that alone. Chrysanthemum and wolfberry tea is a classic in East Asian herbal traditions for tired, overworked eyes. Chrysanthemum flowers are rich in flavonoids like luteolin and apigenin that have been studied for their antioxidant and calming properties. Wolfberries, closely related to goji, bring carotenoids and gentle plant proteins to the blend. To make it, place 6 to 8 food-grade dried chrysanthemum blossoms and a tablespoon of wolfberries in a mug. Pour over hot water that's not quite boiling, cover and steep 15 to 20 minutes. Strain, sweeten lightly if you wish, and enjoy about an hour before bed to give those plant compounds time to circulate. If you have allergies to ragweed or related plants, test a small amount first. Chrysanthemum can cross-react for some people. Many seniors tell me their eyes feel less hot, less dry, and less tight by morning when they use this a few nights a week. It's gentle, floral, and feels like self-care in the very best way. If tart cherries had a resume, rich in natural melatonin would be bolded at the top. Pairing a small glass of tart cherry juice with a modest dose of astaxanthin, a red-orange antioxidant found in microalgae and seafood, creates a 1-2 for sleep support and oxidative balance. The idea is simple. Better sleep architecture plus robust antioxidant capacity can leave the eyes less inflamed and better hydrated by morning. Here's a practical approach. 8 ounces of 100% tart cherry juice, not from concentrate if you can find it, mixed with 4 to 6 milligrams of natural source astaxanthin, taken with a little healthy fat, such as a teaspoon of MCT or olive oil, to aid absorption. If you're sensitive to nighttime fluids, cut the juice to 4 ounces or sip earlier in the evening. If you take blood thinners or have low blood pressure, check in with your clinician about astaxanthin. Some people notice fewer screen headaches, less light scatter on night drives, and a smoother transition into sleep. Others simply feel more rested, and that alone changes how your eyes perform the next day. If this conversation is helpful, take a moment to subscribe to Senior Vitality Pro and tell me your age or where you're watching from in the comments. I read them, and I shape future topics around your needs. Your questions help me help you. How do you make these drinks part of a routine without turning bedtime into a chemistry lab? Pick one for the next 2 weeks. That's it. Choose the one you'll actually make. Put the ingredients where you can see them. The berries in a jar by the kettle, the turmeric next to your favorite mug, the tea strainer on the counter. Keep portions small so you're not disrupting sleep with a full bladder. Pair the drink with one tiny eye-friendly habit, like a warm compress for 5 minutes, or a gentle lid massage if you have meibomian gland dysfunction. Dim your screens and switch your devices to a warmer color temperature at least an hour before bed. It's not only potentially easier on the retina, it also respects your circadian rhythm. Think stacked habits, a soothing sip, a small eye care step, and a consistent lights-out time. Simple, repeatable, effective. Nutrition by day is the quiet partner to eye repair by night. Carotenoids that concentrate in the macula, lutein and zeaxanthin, show up richly in leafy greens like spinach and kale, and in yellow-orange produce like corn and peppers. Omega-3 fats from salmon, sardines, or algae-based supplements can help the oily layer of your tear film and may calm surface irritation. Vitamin C from citrus and berries and vitamin E from nuts support your antioxidant network. Hydrate through the day so your evening drink is a top-off, not a catch-up. And don't forget SunSense. UV and high-energy visible light can stress the retina and accelerate lens changes. So well-fitting sunglasses and a brimmed hat are not vanity. They're investment pieces. A balanced plate and outdoor protection make your nighttime rituals more than a Band-Aid. They become part of a whole life strategy that respects your eyes at every hour. Sleep is the true engine behind all of this. Your retina's photoreceptors and the supporting cells underneath them rely on steady, predictable sleep to clear waste and reset sensitivity. Give your sleep a fighting chance. Keep a regular schedule, even on weekends. Set your room cool and dark. Keep late caffeine and big evening meals to a minimum. If you wake dry-eyed, consider a bedside humidifier and avoid bedroom fans pointed at your face. Gentle, pre-sleep movement, like a 10-minute walk after dinner or light stretches, can boost blood flow without revving your system. Your bedtime drink should ride on top of these habits, not carry them. The more consistently you support sleep, the more likely you are to feel the subtle visual benefits, less strain, better night comfort, and a calmer response to glare showing up in your everyday life. During the day, give your eyes micro breaks. The 20-20-20 rule is a keeper. Every 20 minutes, look at something 20 feet away for at least 20 seconds. Blink fully, especially at the computer. Your meibomian glands, which secrete the oil that keeps tears from evaporating, rely on complete blinks. For night driving, keep your windshield and glasses clean to reduce scatter. If halos and glare bother you, ask your eye care provider about anti-reflective coatings or contrast-enhancing lenses. Maintain good room lighting during tasks that require fine detail. Dim lighting plus small print equals strain. These practical steps make the subtle gains from your evening routine more noticeable, and they cost very little. Think of it as training wheels for your vision habits, small course corrections that keep you upright and steady. Let's talk medication and medical conditions, because safety is part of being empowered. If you're on warfarin or other blood thinners, or if you have a bleeding disorder, be cautious with turmeric, goji, saffron, and high-dose fish oils. Get personalized advice. If you have diabetes, remember that honey and juices count toward your carbohydrate load. Adjust portions or choose the lower sugar options like green tea without sweetener or golden milk without honey. If you live with glaucoma, none of these drinks replaces pressure-lowering therapy, but choices that support vascular health and reduce surface irritation can complement your plan. Red flags that need prompt attention: sudden vision loss, a shower of new floaters or flashes of light, eye pain, or a curtain-like shadow in your vision. Those are not wait and see. Your routine eye exams remain the gold standard. These drinks are team players, not the coach. Ready to try this without overwhelm? Here's a simple 2-week starter plan. Week 1. Choose something you can make in 2 minutes, like green tea with a teaspoon of raw honey or saffron water made ahead in the afternoon. Drink it 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Keep a tiny log, 3 words each morning. Slept, comfort, clarity, rated 1-5. Week 2, either continue with the same drink or rotate to bilberry blueberry or golden milk if inflammation or sleep is your bigger issue. Stay hydrated through the day and add a 5-minute warm compress 3 nights this week. That's it. At the end of 2 weeks, scan your log. Did glare feel less punishing? Did your eyes feel less gritty? Did you fall asleep faster? If you noticed even a 1-point bump in any column, you're moving the needle. Keep going. If not, switch to a different drink profile and give it another gentle 2-week run. For my caregivers watching, your support is often the difference between good intentions and new habits. Set out the mug, pre-measure the berries, or be the evening walking buddy. Ask what feels doable and what tastes good. A small routine done together is more likely to stick, and it becomes a connection point at the end of the day. For those of you navigating complicated eye conditions, celebrate the wins you can feel. A calmer morning, fewer episodes of eye rubbing, a little more ease reading instructions or recipes. Progress in eye comfort often arrives in whispers before it speaks in big changes on a chart. Listening for those whispers helps you know where to invest your effort next. I'm often asked, which drink is the best? The honest answer, the one you'll actually make, that fits your medications and your tastes, and that supports the goal you care most about right now. If dry, irritated eyes are your main complaint, green tea with honey, golden milk, or chrysanthemum wolfberry may feel best. If nighttime visual comfort is your focus, consider the berry smoothie saffron water, or the tart cherry astaxanthin pairing, which checks the sleep box too. If you're sensitive to sugars, lean on savory options and keep portions small. Rotate week by week if you like variety. Stick with one if routine keeps you grounded. If something doesn't agree with you, upset stomach, reflux, restlessness, adjust the timing, the portion, or the ingredients. Your body will tell you what serves it. A few quick preparation reminders to protect the good stuff. For teas, water just off the boil treats delicate compounds kindly. For honey, stir it in after liquids cool a bit. For berries, blend and sip, rather than letting a smoothie sit on the counter. For fat-soluble nutrients like carotenoids and curcumin, add a small healthy fat to help absorption. For saffron, think gentle and sparse. Threads, not teaspoons. Store dried herbs and spices in dark jars away from heat so they don't lose potency. Label your jars with the date you opened them and refresh every few months. If cost is a concern, buy small amounts in bulk sections or split with a friend. Evening routines should feel nurturing, not expensive or fussy. Let's put it all together with a sample evening. Dinner finishes by 7. You take a short dusk walk to drop stress chemicals and cue your brain for night. Screens go on warm mode. You set a mug on the counter and add your drink of choice. Tonight it's golden milk, warming it gently and whisking in the spice blend. While it steeps, you do a warm compress for 5 minutes and a few slow blinks to spread oil along the eyelids. You sit, you sip, you breathe slowly. Maybe you jot a line in your log. Lights dim. Bedtime is predictable. In the morning, your eyes feel less scratchy. You squint a little less at the news, and the day starts on steadier footing. That's the arc we're building, night after night. Simple inputs that add up. If you love a checklist, here's the essence. Choose one drink. Protect your sleep. Feed your eyes by day. Give your eyes breaks. Guard your eyes from light and smoke. Keep your appointments. Notice what improves. Contrast comfort, night glare, morning dryness, and build on it. The drinks themselves are pleasant, but their real value is how they help you maintain a rhythm your eyes can rely on. Your vision is not just a set of numbers on a chart. It's confidence walking down steps, the face you love across the room, the words in your favorite book. Supporting that is worth a few minutes each evening. You've now got 8 options in your toolkit. A gentle green tea with raw honey, a bilberry-blueberry blend with flax, carrot and ginger with a touch of healthy fat, goji tea with a squeeze of lemon and the berries eaten, not tossed, turmeric golden milk with pepper and patience, a careful pinch of saffron steeped slowly, chrysanthemum with wolfberries for cooling comfort, and the tart cherry astaxanthin pairing to anchor sleep and antioxidant support. None of these replaces medical care. Each of them can make your nights more soothing and your mornings a little clearer. Choose one to try tonight. In a couple of weeks, tell me what you noticed. Was it less glare, easier reading, fewer gritty mornings? Your experience guides what we explore next. Which one are you most curious to try first? Do you find you struggle more with dryness, with night glare, or with getting good sleep? Share what you're navigating. Your questions, your patterns, and your stories are the heartbeat of this community, and they help me tailor what's next, so it's truly useful in your life. Thank you for spending this time with me tonight. I'm rooting for your eyes, your sleep, and your steadier mornings.